Okay, so sorry, let me get you centered a little bit. Okay, I had my carpal tunnel surgery this morning. Long story short, everything went really well. The process was extremely smooth. My surgery was at 7:30. We got there at 6:30 at the hospital, and they pretty much got us in pretty quickly. It just went through registration, and not long after that, they got me back there. And everybody was really courteous. The nurses were so sweet, and the doctor was really chill, and everything went really good. They did not do the steroid shot in this hand because at the last minute, it turns out there was a hiccup with getting the steroid from the pharmacy. They didn't have it or something. So I'm going to get that done in a couple of weeks at my follow-up appointment. But whenever I got there, I got 2 IVs. I got one in this hand for the local that they used to numb the lower part of my arm, and they put like a cuff thing on there to restrict blood flow to help spread the numbing just in this area. But I don't even remember them putting that medicine in. I remember the IV, but then they put the sedation meds and everything else here, and they gave me a Pepsid pill to take before they took me to the operating room because I do have acid reflux. I brought my CPAP because I do have sleep apnea, but I didn't even need to use it because sometimes they say with the sedation, people with sleep apnea will need a little extra help, especially when waking up. But I did fine. I had a little oxygen mask on, so everything was great. I remember being wheeled to the operating room and switching over to the operating bed. But I don't really remember much beyond that, aside from one of the nurses. Her name was Hattie, and I asked her, if it was spelled Hattie, and she said yes, and I said, oh, that was my great-grandma Quick's name. So, I don't know, it's just something small, but in a way that was just kind of comforting. And then they let me wear my own crochet blanket over me to keep warm, and just as a comfort item and a reminder of why I want to get this surgery done so I can get back to what I love, which is crocheting. Although I'll be a little bit smarter about it so I don't end up, getting carpal tunnel again. So, but everything went really well. When I woke up, which just felt like no time at all, woke up in recovery, I felt pretty good, kind of groggy out of it. But I wasn't in a lot of pain. I started feeling a little bit, soreness in my wrist, but it wasn't anything terrible. But just to be on the safe side, they went ahead and gave me a Percocet pill before, they discharged me. And so I came home. Well, actually, after we left, we went to Bob Evans and we ate breakfast, if that tells you, how good I was. And I had this sling just to help keep my arm elevated, but I took it out at the restaurant, and I was actually able to use this hand to butter my pancakes, since I was surprised that, my hands weren't, like my fingers weren't numb and stuff when I woke up, and I'm able to wiggle them and use them, and so that's a pleasant surprise. I was thinking I was going to be a little more incapacitated, but it sounds like my recovery is actually probably going to be a little less of a hindrance or an annoyance or whatever than I thought it would be, because this wrap, this big old bulky wrap, I only have to keep on for 24 to 48 hours, and then I can just put a big band-aid over the incision site. And if I need to take a shower, he said I can let the water run over the stitches, and I just can't submerge it. So yeah, so that's good. I'm gonna be semi-functional. And I go back May 1st. Today's April 20th. I go back May 1st to get the stitches out, and he said I'll do, I could do like a session or two of physical therapy if I want to. And then after I get stitches out, I'll start massaging the scar and rubbing vitamin E oil on there. I did, the Percocet that I took this morning did wear off about 12:30. I waited an hour before taking another one just to see kind of where my pain came up to, and I started getting sore like right here on my wrist, and then right here in like the pad of my thumb, like, or the below my thumb, I did start getting a little sore. Not excruciating, but just enough that I was uncomfortable. So I am feeling a little bit better now. I can still feel a little bit twinge if I move my thumb like that, but nothing too bad. Hopefully it kind of stays at that level, and you know, after a couple days or maybe even less than that, I won't even have to take Percocet. I can just maybe take ibuprofen, because, you know, I like the no pain thing, but, you know, I also don't like being groggy. I want to get up and do stuff, and yeah. So anyway, surgery went great. I'm really happy that I had it, but, you know, I'll check in and every once in a while we'll just see how it's healing, and you know, it'll be interesting to see how fast I recover from this. The surgeon says that the palm of the hand typically heals pretty well and recovers fairly fast, and as far as scars go, he said it's usually not that big of a deal. So yeah, so I'm really excited that I had it done. I can't wait to get back to crocheting and crafting, but you know, I'm not gonna push it. But anyway, that's my update. Thank you for watching.